Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring you another video. So I know I'm getting more into um, the talking about the dark feminine energy, but so many ideas are coming up, and so I wanted to share some of those ideas with you. So let me put the disclaimer on this: take what resonates and leave the rest, of course. This is a timeless reading, could be happening now, could have already happened, could be happening in the future. You can also use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this for your own. Um, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any tarot cards or anything like that. If you want to work with me, my information is in the description below. Astrology readings, twin flame stuff, dating, coaching, and so much more. Um, Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and I mean divine feminine and vice versa. We all have masculine and feminine energies in us. So use those terms as they make sense in your situation. All right, let me go into this. So, um, I've been talking a lot about that dark feminine energy and what's been happening lately. Um, as you know, I've been talking about new love coming in, but just the importance of us knowing our worth. You know, I've been saying we've been glowing up. We've been spiritually growing, very powerful, physically looking good, being in, great shape and getting better with our discipline, eating healthier, exercising, um, surrounding ourselves with energy that's, getting better and better. And, I've been talking about, because we've developed a certain energy, some people would have said the collective can't do that. They can attract more abundance that way. They're not, leveling up. They're not getting a promotion. They're not getting, but we are. We are getting more clients. You're getting more, money pouring in, blessings pouring in on you, gifts pouring in on you, new love is coming into you. Um, you're getting, again, surrounding yourself, attracting energy that's really great, attracting friendships or, acquaintances or romantic partners, attracting more, great things from family members. You're focusing more on really mastering your craft for some of you. And because of all the good energy that you're putting out there, you're getting great energy coming back to you. And so, for a lot of people, you might find that they're jealous, they're envious, they don't want to see you succeed, they don't want to see you elevate, but it can't stop it because God is on your side. Um, and you are continuing to glow up. So, people might be staring at you, and if you might be working on glowing up even more, and so just wait, people are going to be staring even more. But you have this feeling of excitement lately, like something great is going to happen. You might be traveling, you might be meeting new people, you might be working on new projects that you've been doing already. You're not allowing anyone else to get the credit for the things that you've been doing. You've just been kind of riding the wave, and I think people are upset. They want to be a part of it. They want to see what you're doing, where are you going, what's going on. And you're saying, no, I really I want God to get the credit, the glory. God gets the glory for this. And so I think a lot of people might be upset because they haven't wanted to give you credit. They haven't wanted to support you. They haven't wanted to encourage you. They haven't wanted to do anything to treat you well. And like when you start, we've been talking about it, the dark feminine energy, calling people out for the things they've been doing. They've been, if you've had past experience with karmics or people that you thought were your divine counterparts trying to manipulate you, trying to steal things from you, trying to lie to you, trying to put you in a position where you look like a fool or look stupid, um, not really being forthcoming or open with you, but they're seeing other people behind your back, and you're because you didn't discuss it with them because you're pretty, patient, and you're pretty understanding that they're just kind of taking advantage of that, and you're just like, people say that they're one thing and then they show up as a totally different person. You're amazed sometimes. But you're overcoming that. You don't look any worse for the wear. You might need to tweak what you're eating or your exercise routine some these days, but you're really focused on helping yourself, glowing up, getting better, feeling better, more energized. And you are feeling more energized, feeling better, but you want to continue. Um, Something that I've been looking at, and maybe a lot of people are telling you these days, is that you look so much younger than your age collective. And you're saying, well, but we have to remember again, I've been talking about this, the great energy that you are putting out there is why people are seeing you looking so youthful. And like, even though, some people might be like, whoa, they really put you through the ringer. They really, a past person you thought was your counterpart that you thought you really connected with, they really put you through a lot of things and they're embarrassed about it. They don't want to give you credit for things. They're still obsessed with you, some of them, and they still want to steal your energy. They still want to shine, and for you to elevate them. They still want you to help them, support them, and encourage them because you did it so much. And you pulled back your energy collective and said, nah, time's up for that. I was giving you chance after chance. I gave you a chance to come clean. I gave you a chance to treat me better. I fought for this, union. I fought for the relationship, partnership, marriage, whatever. And now you're feeling like no more. I gave everything. It drained me for a time. I had to really recover. Some of you are still recovering, and now you're saying, "All right, time's out for that. Now's my time. My time for me to shine, for me to choose me, for me to elevate, for me to grow, for me to change, for me to level up. For me to continue to get clients, to get money, to get business, to grow, to change." For me to have all the things that I want. This is my time to shine. And the people that you thought were your divine counterparts are being left in the cold right now. They're feeling like you won't give them access to you, which you won't. For some of you collectively are saying, nah, doors closed, you know, closed for business, class dismissed, and you're not taking any more of it. And the more you step into this dark feminine energy, the more people find you attractive and irresistible. But the more they get upset with you because they're like, well, they still want your energy. They still you know, want to get help from you to glow up, to shine, to continue to build their career and all these things. And you're saying, no, I'm limiting what I give you because as a friend, I'm trying to be a friend to you, trying to still be generous with people who try to manipulate you and take advantage of you and no more. You have these gifts, these abilities. People try to tell you that they're not true, that you would try to tell them things and they would say, no, no, that's not going to happen, or they just wouldn't take your advice or listen to you. Then that thing happened. And now they want to come back and they want you to, coddle them, or they want you to, hold their hand and talk them through. And you're like, nah, I told you what was going to happen before it happened. Now it happened. Now you upset that it happened. But now you don't want to face the fact, and now you want to act like I'm supposed to waste my time, my energy, my resources trying to talk you through this when I told you this before it happened and you could have avoided this. But they didn't. They didn't want to listen. They didn't want to believe that your gifts were real. They don't want to encourage you. They don't want to, as a matter of fact, if they can, they want to tell you how great they are. They want to tell you, but you're the type of person saying, yeah, girl, you great. Yeah, man, you great, whatever. Instead of saying, I recognize that maybe you're not happy for me, but lately you have been, and you've been moving away from people that have been trying to manipulate you, steal from you, vampire your energy, and glowing up, looking great, keeping your energy to yourself, and like you're the type of person that always wants to help, always wants to encourage, always wants to support. But what I've been saying is, and it's important, make sure that you're asking for reciprocity, making sure you're allowing others to encourage you, support you, lift you up the same way that you're doing for them. Make sure that you're asking for the same thing back that you're giving. Make sure that you're asking for communication, making sure that you're asking for all the things that you're putting out there, or that the person is putting forth an effort. And if they're not, you know that you probably need to pull your energy back and eventually walk away from situations where someone's taking and taking, but they're not giving you, they're not pouring into you, they're not supporting, encouraging, trying to lift you up, trying to help you to get energized. They're not doing any of that stuff, and they're not trying to change to do better. So you know what you need to do, when you're running into situations with people that are doing these things to you. And the thing is, you have so many people that are saying they're doing the thing that you're doing. So it's like they're projecting they're saying people try to drain them, or people try to steal their ideas, or this or that. No, they're the ones that are trying to steal people's ideas. They're the ones that are trying to drain, people. They're the ones that are trying to, elevate, and for someone else, to stay down. They're the ones that are trying to do all this stuff that they're accusing other people to do, of doing, excuse me, that might be evil stuff. They don't want to believe, I guess, this about themselves, but this is true. Um, Someone might be starting like a cafe or a shop, or, a little drink shop or something like that, because I saw a vision of that in my dream. So someone might be, it's like an old school, old world type of cafe or something, like more on Italian style or French style even. But I'm seeing like a little place where people can go in and get little pastries that are healthy as much as possible, or little drinks, you know. But someone might be starting a little shop or something like that. So congratulations. Congratulations for glowing up, for looking good, for feeling good, being energized, getting your money up, for elevating, feeling better, um, putting love out there, and congratulations for being blessed in return by God, because God is always going to take care of us no matter what it looks like in the moment. God is always going to encourage us, support us, look out for us, and all these things. And so it's just a blessing that we have God on our side, even if we have all this evil energy in this world that is trying to really take advantage of people and manipulate and control and steal from them. But God's got the answer for all of that. All right, y'all. So I don't want to make the video too long. Thank you again for liking, for subscribing, for watching, for sharing things with me, for hanging out with me, for being here with me on the journey. And I want to bring you more videos and share more information with you. I'm hoping that this information is helpful and useful and interesting. I want to bring some more videos soon. As always, happy light and fast manifesting, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right. Love y'all. Bye for now.